Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. This video is going to be about why I think you should try out UFL if you haven't already. For anyone who's been watching my channel who's been playing the game anyway, obviously let me know your thoughts in the comments. I try and answer all the different comments. I definitely read them all. This is kind of like a mini review 2 weeks in, and just why I think this game is worth picking up if you're into football games and you're feeling a little bit disenfranchised with FC. For anyone who watches my FC content, I'm not done with the game. I'm still playing it. I'm still making content on it. I'm just trying to spread it with UFL, which seems pretty popular at the moment. If you're new to the channel and wondering about my record on UFL, am I a good player, etc., I'm an ex-pro FIFA player, full-time content creator in FIFA. I've just hit 100 wins on UFL. I played 143 games. I have one of the best records in the world that I've seen. I'm not in the Premier Division yet, purely on the. I've just not played enough games. My record against Premier League players is very good. I think in my recent matches, I'm like 7-4 against Premier League players. The only reason I'm not in the Premier Division yet is purely just not playing enough games. I'm on my way there. I'm nearly in Ruby 1, and then it's 2 divisions to get to Premier. It's just very sweaty at the higher divisions. You just need to play a lot of games just to get there. But I'm basically, my matchmaking's nearly always against High Plat, Ruby, or Premier. Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC25? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out IGGM.com today. The best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out IGGM.com today. 3 of my recent, 6 games are against Premier players. So I'm basically playing at the highest level on this game right now. That's my perspective. This video, I'll break it down into a few different areas and explain why I think this game's worth giving a go. Do I think this game is absolutely perfect, and is it better than EAFC in every single way? No. But I believe this game has a lot of potential. One of the key reasons for that is that Strikers Inc. and their CEO Eugene are communicating well. They're doing live streams to talk about the game, and they've been addressing issues already pretty quickly. Do I think everything they've done so far is perfect? No. I think the change to the economy was a bit too drastic, but they're actually trying to make changes in general, from gameplay to the economy to the modes, that are going to improve the game. EA, on the other hand, are a faceless organisation, it seems. They just don't have any they just have no regard for the people playing the game. Soulless company, and I feel personally a bit disenfranchised with them. I don't know about you, but that's where I'm at with EA. I think Strikers Inc. have made a good start, personally, to this game. I think the launch has gone pretty well. I'm not saying it's perfect, but I like the game in a lot of ways. If we're talking about a variety of different areas, we'll start with gameplay. The first thing I want to say, I'll say what I like about the gameplay and then what I don't like. I think the gameplay is way more responsive. That alone is huge. That is the base foundation to build gameplay from. FC, whether you like certain aspects or dislike certain aspects, the gameplay is chalked for me from the beginning because the gameplay is so unresponsive, especially on new gen. This game is a lot more responsive. I don't think it's too arcadey. There's definitely some things that are a bit ping pong, like the passing at times, but I think the gameplay is way more responsive. I think the dribbling's actually fairly good. I've seen people say the dribbling's bad. I think it's actually pretty good when you get used to it. I think the balance of pace is pretty good on this game. It's a lot better than FC for that. I think you can use a fair variety of players. What else do I like about the gameplay? I think free kicks are fairly decent. I think keepers, bar crossing, are pretty balanced. I think the defending, whilst definitely could be improved, is a lot better than other football games and more manual. I think the skill gap, again, not perfect, especially with some of the broke stuff at the high level. But in general, I think the skill gap on this game is higher than some of the other games on the market, in particular FC. I think that you can destroy people that you're a lot better than. And I like the flow, the speed of the game, the way this game plays. It's a more enjoyable experience, in my opinion, I would say. It's not that often I get frustrated on this game in comparison to FC. If I'm playing someone that I'm a lot better than, it's very hard to get rigged. There's only one major issue I have with the gameplay, like in general, and it's the high-end meta. If you look at my record, my recent 3 losses, so I'm on a very good recent run. Akvile, Ice Gallo, and this Soldato Semplis. All 3 of these have something in common. They AI defend super deep. These 2 in the Premier Division just play a 5-back with the best 91 teams in the game. These 2 have Loftus-Cheek and Rabiot, who are massive, and a 5-back of elite defenders. Then they have Haaland, Ronaldo, and one of them has Dovbyk, just a tall player. And they just AI defense. It's super deep. It's near impossible to break down a 5-back of elite defenders. Not as in the people using them are elite at defending, but the just defenders are elite, and 2 defensive-minded midfielders, who then also have, then on the counter, the chip through ones. So basically what I'm saying, my big issue with the game is the meta at the highest end. Some people I genuinely don't think are very good at the game in terms of the fundamentals, but they're just very good at abusing it. So that probably sounds familiar to FIFA. Genuinely not salty. I want this game to succeed. I want this game to do really well. I hate playing people like this guy here and this guy here who just 5-back AI defend, spam switches, and then all they do literally all game is cross or go for corners. Am I saying that I never do anything like cross or go for corners this game? No. But I try and mix it up a bit. But these people are abusing to the max. This guy, he just literally goes forwards, then goes back to his keeper, makes your team go up, then he switches it, and then he runs and crosses it. So a lot of the people in this game are just abusing the crossing on the game. Zampino's a good player. But yeah, my record's really good. It's not most of the goals I ever concede on this game are just from crossing and heading, which you can't really do much about times. So the things that I think really need fixing, crossing is fine. It's just when it crosses, the game switches you and locks you off, so you can't defend crossing. So the actual crossing is fine. It's just how the game switches, so you can't defend. I think rebounds are a bit too strong. At this point, a lot of people just shoot from silly positions to either get a corner or a rebound shot. I conceded a lot. Let me see. I think this is a recent goal I conceded. This is that I beat him 2-1 in this game, but look at this. He's just crossing for the sake of it. That's not a real position that you should be really wanting it, realistic, is it? And he gets the rebound and then just scores that. That is the way I concede most goals against good players on this game. If they can fix the rebounds, crossing, heading being a bit OP, honestly, just fix the switching so you can contest headers and knockdowns and crosses better. This game is infinitely better than it is right now. I think at a lower level, you probably won't experience a lot of this. But like I say, even though it's very frustrating when I match some of these people who just abuse it, a lot of the games are still high scoring, a lot of goals. I'm not having much issues against most people. The only people really that I struggle with are the ones with the absolute best teams in the game who just really abuse it. Even then, you can stop it for the most part. It's just a bit RNG and it lowers the skill gap a lot. I have faith though. Strikers Inc. have been patching quite a lot of stuff. They've publicly talked about stuff. It's 2 weeks into the game and they've already done a lot. So that's gameplay wise. I think some other things that like the through balls and chip through balls. The through balls on the ground, I don't think they're terrible as people say. I think they're not too much to get used to, but I think they could do a slight tweak. I think chip through balls are way too strong. I think the ping pong passing needs not a big nerf. I prefer it to FIFA how it currently is, but it needs a slight nerf. It's a bit too easy to keep the ball when your centre back's on the 180 spin. Can ping these passes about. Then I'd slightly lower the AI defending. So I have a really good record, but I'm still thinking that the gameplay needs quite a lot of tweaks. In terms of progression, I think the transfer market, not gambling on packs, is pretty good. I like that system in general. I do think, I don't want to say it's disingenuous or sneaky. I think they just, during early access, they made a mistake. They didn't realise quite how easy people would be able to progress. They should have been able to figure out, but people make mistakes. It's launched the game. They might not have realised quite how much people would grind and how quickly people would get to top teams. The XP probably should have been about half of what it was on the early access, but not as low as it is now. And then the CP again shouldn't have been nerfed quite as drastically. That's my opinion. Another thing, when you sell a player, you get 20%, I think it is, of the CP back. That's way too harsh. The progression system, though, being able to take any player in the game and level them up to a 91 is really good. Is Locatelli as a 91 going to be better than Rodri? No. That's fine. I don't need them to make it so every player at the max level is as good. Some of the better players need to have be better in some ways when you give them, what you call it, the ultra skills. The fact you can put abilities on your players, customise your team a lot, is really good, and I really think that you can be competitive with any player on this game. I just think it's a bit too grindy right now, but I do think they'll listen to the community. I think they'll make tweaks. I have good faith in that. I think the tactics system's quite simple but good. I like how it works. It's quite easy to customise your team. I think it works really well, and it's quite fun. I think a lot of formations are very viable at the moment. I think at a high level, like I say, there's a lot of ways of playing, but the people who are really good at abusing cross and heading while it's so broke are the ones that are a bit annoying to play. The game in terms of pay to win, I did a full video on yesterday. I think it is pay to win to some extent, but I think this system's amazing and much, much better than EA's system. That is what I will say. So make of that what you will. Yeah, I think the skins is cool. I think they could maybe give you a few more for free. I mean, it's a cool system that I'm looking forward to see what they do with it long term. I think the new modes they've announced come in, icons, legends, all these things are very good. I'm enjoying the game a lot. I think it's got a lot of potential, and I'm going to keep making content on it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Let me know if you've got any questions, any comments you want to make. I will be doing some videos next few days about like tips, best players to buy. As always, keep it spicy. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.